invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple. You're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple: you're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't cut corners, and we adhere to the highest standards, ensuring that every building we construct is built to last. When you choose Mallett Buildings, you're choosing a company with real credentials, real experience, and a proven commitment to quality. We've built for families, businesses, farms, and more, all with the same dedication to excellence that's been our hallmark for over 25 years. So when a company tells you they're offering a long warranty, ask yourself this: where will they be in 10 years? If they disappear, so does your warranty. Here at Mallett, you know we'll be here, just like we've always been. At the end of the day, a warranty is only as good as the company that stands behind it. Choose the name that's been trusted for decades. Choose Mallett Buildings. When you're ready to invest in a building that lasts, call us and let's get started. At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. Can a company without a long track record truly back that up? It's easy to make promises, but what really counts is the ability to deliver, not just now, but 5, 10, or even 20 years down the line. If a company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out of business before the end of their 10-year warranty? What happens to your warranty then? The answer is simple: you're left with nothing. No support, no repairs, no protection. You've essentially been robbed of the protection you were promised. At Mallett Buildings, we've been here for the long haul, with over 2 decades of experience. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and countless satisfied customers who can tell you, when we say we offer a 10-year workmanship warranty, we've proven it time and time again. And if something goes wrong years from now, we'll still be here, ready to make it right. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures, we build long-lasting relationships. We use only the highest quality materials, kiln-dried, ground-treated lumber, and MCA ground-treated posts with lifetime warranties. That's why our buildings are designed to stand strong for decades, and why we can confidently stand behind our warranties. And don't forget, we're a state-licensed contractor with licensed engineers right here in Louisiana and Texas. We don't...
Hello, Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Let's start out with our cell buildings here so you keep up to date on that. The special this week is two different buildings, your choice. We got a 30 by 50 by 12 or 40 by 60 by 12. Both get free electrical packages, okay? Now if you call in and give me the Tiger Cash, type cash up there, I'm gonna knock $1,000 off of these prices. This is for the elite building. Go to your next slide. Okay. What makes it the elite building? All these things. Big thing that separates this building from it, all of it does, but the big thing is, look, your trusses are 3 feet apart, not 5. Your trusses are 2 by 8s, not 2 by 6s. You have a 5-on-12 pitch. All this is standard in these elite buildings. You have the 10-year workmanship warranty. I know we got another one out there that's saying that, but he's only been in business 3 years. I don't know how I can give you a 10-year workmanship warranty, but be careful of someone that tells you something like that. There'll be some other things I'll show you as we go through the slides. But anyway, roof and wall insulation, gutters, 6-inch slab. Most of them are going to put 4-inch slabs. We put a 6-inch slab in a elite building. Everything, you get all these things. This is what makes this building cost more. It's what's in it. Don't be deceived by these people who try to tell you, oh, I build the same thing as Mallett or his best building. They don't. It's not even close. And if you know, watch it and go through the space and give us a call, come by, we'll be glad to show you the difference. Next slide. Remember, type in cash and you're going to be able to get $1,000 this week off these two buildings, these two cell buildings. And we got our price match, still going strong. Don't pay more for less. I'll take the words right out of it. He's right. Don't pay more for less. This is a good deal. This is not as good a deal as this. You're paying more for less. How's that, you say? Well, number one, we price match, and that means the price, you knock $1,000 off. If you call in and type in Tiger Cash, you get another $1,000 off. So now you got $2,000 cash off of this building, okay? But look, he's got one steel door. I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you roof and wall insulation. He's not doing that. This is, look what's going on here, folks. This is a hell of a deal. It's a price match. This isn't none of our buildings. We built this building to price match. If any of my competitors want to run some ads, they want to do a price, run your ad, and I'll do this to you every time. So they won't do that. If you notice, they don't put no prices. They did this weekend, we jumped right on it. We will whip them all. Make your ad, and watch us go. Now, next break. Okay, let's talk post frame versus steel. We hadn't talked that in a few days. If you recall, in steel buildings, they sit on top of the slab and it's nothing but the anchor bolt. And we're going to talk about the anchor bolt shortly. But you've got this span of 20 feet. My span is 3 feet. Or 5 feet maximum on our cheapest building, which is the value series. Okay, my girts are 2 feet apart, their girts are 5 feet apart. My purlins up in there are 2 feet apart, their purlins are 5 feet apart, or 3 to 5, whatever. Folks, I'm going to have twice as many screws, twice as many purlins, twice as many girts in my building. I'm also going to have way more posts, because I'm putting the posts either 9 or 10 foot apart. I'm going to have twice as many posts. This is way stronger than this. The real problem with this is these anchor bolts. Next slide. That's the problem. When you lose the anchor bolt, you're going to lose your building. I don't care how big the columns are. This is what's going to happen. Next slide. All right. This is a new chart, a new graph. This is when it's around salt water. Okay? 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. Exposed region. You see all this? Go to the next one. Once again, here's stainless, galvanized, steel. Look at the corrosion. That was after 2 years of exposure. And that's what's holding them steel buildings down. So they can say steel stronger, but there's nothing without these. Because when this goes, the building, it's got no strength no more. These are just going to pop the first time a big wind comes. Next slide. I also told you about these anchor bolts. This is about that tubular steel. That tubular steel, this is what's really happening to those buildings when you get a high wind. Even steel, to that matter, to a certain degree. Okay? Next. We use posts. We put them in a post protector. We're anchored 3 to 4 feet in the ground. Okay? This is our cable retention system, which ties, all these cables are tied to the post. And what we do there is we take the dead weight of the slab and transfer it to the outer perimeter of the building, which keeps that building from coming up during uplift, which is basically tornadoes. Next. All right. Let me tell you, in our business, the way we do it is we have several inspection periods, okay? So the first inspection is going to be when the building is completed. You have to walk around, make sure the building has the right colors, look for anything that you think that's out of whack or anything that didn't comply with the contract. At that point stage, if you believe everything's good, you're going to sign off that you're 100% satisfied, and that document comes to me. Okay? The second thing that's going to happen after we do that, the next phase is to form it, and then after we form it, we pour the concrete. Well, when they pour the concrete, you have to be there because you have to tell the finisher, one, what kind of finish you want, and I once again ask you to sign that you're 100% satisfied before he leaves. And I'm going to show you the page in the contract in a minute, but so I have an old customer. He's mad because he signed off. The problem, folks, is you don't get a second chance with concrete. So he wrote he got on this, that's another program about Judge Ritchie, but he said, you know, he absolutely screwed my concrete up on my shop. No, you screwed it up whenever you let him leave. You should have said something then. You don't get a second chance the next day. And then he goes on to say, threatening me with a lawsuit. No, I'm not going to allow you to say things that aren't true, Mr. Duhan. And that's what you're attempting to do. Because let's look at what let's show the people what you actually signed and what you saw in the contract that you signed. This is a copy of the contract, which I have a copy of, that you signed. And right up here at the top, folks, and this is everybody. Because look, I don't know what you want with your concrete, and you're right there. You're the inspector. Who else better to tell the finisher, I like that, or no, I don't like that, because I can fix it when it's green. I cannot fix it the next day. It's almost impossible. I can grind it down, but it's not the same if you just don't let him go there until that happens. Because look, it is the customer's responsibility to be present during the finishing of their slab, to instruct the finisher as to the type of finish that they want, and to make sure that they are satisfied with the finished product. If there are any concrete splatters on it, is also to make sure the finisher cleans it up before he leaves. I can't do that. I want you to be happy. That's why you sign this, Mr. Duhan, and then completed concrete customer, it's signed by you. I went and pulled that out of the file for you, Mr. Duhan. Folks, what am I supposed to do, is the finisher supposed to do, when a man or a customer signs this, and this is what it says. It's hard to read, but I'm going to read it. The document will provide that the customer, owner, inspector has agreed to the work done by Mallett Buildings have been completed and met all the criteria stated in the building contract, terms and conditions, which was previously signed by the customer, owner, inspector with Mallett representative. Furthermore, this report will confirm that the customer, owner, inspector is satisfied with the quality and workmanship performed on the finished product of the cement slab that has been constructed as per the building contract. I don't know what else I can do. So for you to make that comment today, and if you make any comments, I'm going to get right back on here and tell the people the truth. Folks, he made a decision that he wanted it before, and then I guess the next day he changed his mind. I don't know. But the problem is, I can't go fix it the next day. It needs to be fixed right then and there. Why would you sign that if you weren't 100% satisfied? Why? It just makes no sense, except, you know, we all have a certain amount of accountability. And when I tell you up front, I need for you to be present, and I need for you don't let him leave till you're happy. What more do you want me to do? I said, he will do whatever you want. If you don't, you call me. Well, you didn't call that day. You called a couple of days later, if I recall. And look, what am I, folks, this just doesn't make sense. Now imagine if I didn't keep good records like I do and have documents in place. It'd be he said, she said, with me against them. I don't do that. I'm very specific. I want you to be happy. That's what this is about. Don't let them leave till you're happy. We stand behind what we do, but I can't do nothing about concrete when you do this. So remember, and that's any of them. You better watch what's going on, because you don't get a second chance with concrete. You just, real folks, you just don't. So anyway, I've addressed this, and if he wants to continue, I'll get back on it. I'll stay right on and keep showing what he actually signed. Next one. Let's talk about my special again. This is the Elite Building, 39,999. That's 12 foot with a free electrical package. You can go with either building, a 40 by 60 or a 30 by 50. Why are these the elites? Why are we calling them elites? This is why they're the elite buildings. It's because of what's in them. They're stronger than any other building in the country. Nobody's putting 2x8 trusses. Nobody's putting 3-foot truss spacing, 9-foot post spacing, 5-foot roof pitch. That's what makes them super strong. Then all the other amenities that we put, 6-inch concrete, all this is included in the price. It makes a big difference when you buy. You get what you pay for. You really do. Now, we have other buildings, but they're not going to come with all this. You can add it to it, but by the time you finish doing all this, it costs. But look, this is the Mallett, and look, remember, type in right now, cash, and guess what? You'll get $1,000 off the two specials this week. And we'll go back to the price match. $2,000 cash, and you're going to get free insulation, and you're going to get an extra roll-up door, and you're going to get concrete in your holes, and you're going to get the cable retention system. That's what you get with this package. We're going to beat them on cash. I'm going to give you more so that you can say, hey, I didn't pay more for it. I got the best building, right? I know the adorable Corey would like to believe that this is pay more. It's probably something. That's probably something he wrote. We call him Mr. Adorable around here. Next one. Okay, let's talk about this. Yesterday, if you were paying attention, it was all over the news. The insurance commissioner has arrested or had someone charged and completely taken out of the business because look what he's charged with. The name of the company was Roofing Guys LLC. He intentionally damaged the homeowner's roof during a cold call roof inspection. Misrepresented the cause of damage. Falsely promised new roof for only the cost of their deduction. He's been taken out of business. But let me tell you why they shouldn't have used him. Remember the 5 flags, red flags I keep telling you about? Watch. Number 1, he's only been in business 4 years. Number 2, he's only a home improvement registered. Get you a licensed contractor. If they'd have looked at this, this probably wouldn't have happened. There's so many of them out there running around doing this. You've got to do your homework, folks. You really need to do your homework. Did you check his violations? Oh! I didn't even notice that. Number of red flags, the 2 most important red flags. He's a convicted violator. That's what that means, folks. Residential contracting without a license. Got caught. Pled no contest. That's guilty. You can plead guilty or no contest. The same thing. You've been convicted. Okay? They should not have used these people. They'd have went to the LSOB side. They'd have pulled this up. They'd have said, hey, he's been convicted of breaking state contractor law. And on top of that, he's only been in business 4 years. And he's not a state licensed contractor. The red flags will keep you from having problems with your contractor. Next one. Then we go back to this one. He got picked up. This is what he's charged with. Contractor fraud, money laundering, misappropriation of financial property, exploitation of disabled or elderly. I keep telling y'all, I'm trying to help y'all not deal with these people. You don't have to. There's too many good contractors to have to deal with someone who has no experience, just very few years, has been caught breaking the law, you don't need to do it like the next two. Remember these two? This one has 3 convictions. Ron DeSarmo. And he got charged with contractor fraud by the parishes too. I don't know what happened with that, but he got charged. But I know this. This is how you go to LSO. This is what you're going to see. And you jump over here. Mr. Dugas. He's charged with residential contractor fraud, but he also had been violated. But you got to watch his look. He got away with it for about 7.5 years. But he was breaking the law. We caught him one time, but look what he was doing. So when you see somebody who does it after 8 years, you got to be careful of this stuff. This is what you need to watch. You can take a chance, but chances get you this. Next slide. These are all convicted violators. Southern Style Barns and Buildings, S&S Steel Buildings, Precision Metal, Ranger Buildings, Beck Industries, Reed's Metals. They've all been convicted. Go to the LSOB site and you'll find all this information. This is public record. You must be careful who you do business with. Don't be drawn into some fast talk. There's a lady, I don't have her, I guess I need to get that one back up. Let me tell you what happened with her. She lost $160,000. $160,000. You know how she found this guy? A friend recommended him. Do your homework. Just do your homework. Go to the next slide. All right. 5 flags. This is what you need to do if you're going to buy yourself a building, in my opinion, and I think it'll keep you out of trouble. Years in business, you go to Secretary of State. That's going to tell you who the proper parties are, everything you need to know right there, okay? Then you go to the LSLBC. That's going to tell you the type of license. That's going to tell you if you've been convicted. Okay? Right here, convicted. Go to your reviews on the BBB and the Google. Does he have a lot or just a few? Does he have any? Okay? Visit the contractor's facility. You don't have a picture of that, do you? Their facility, the house. Go visit their facilities. It says a lot about what's going on, folks. If you want to take a chance on your money, I encourage people to come visit us, come take a tour, come meet the people you're spending your money with. It's a good thing to meet the people you're going to be talking to, because you'll meet our logistical people, you'll meet our sales people, you'll meet the accounting people who are going to be talking to you about payments and contract, all that. Come meet those people. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing to come here, and we love it. We love to have it. But these are the things you need to start trying to think about, or you could get yourself in trouble like so many poor people have. I see this all the time. What's next? There you go. There are 5 red flags. Once again.
That was their facility.
Who's this?
Roofing guys.
Oh, this is the roofing guys. And they've been taken out of business. The insurance commissioner has stepped in, and they're charged, and they can't do business in the state of Louisiana. And there's going to probably be more and more of this, especially with the new law, because under the new law they cannot. There's no such thing as a home improvement registered building any new construction. It's illegal. We catch them, they're going to be convicted. Okay, next. Once again, the 5 red flags. Please, I'm begging you, check them out. And if you still do business with them, it's okay. It's not my money. You can do what you want to do with your money. But I'm telling you, study this really well. Next. Now, those of you who are holding back on buying a building, whether you're waiting for the election, some people tell me that, you can't do it out of building. Why? Where's your boat? Where's your car? Where's your RV? Where's your tools? Where's that cat? Protect your stuff. Take Mother Nature off the table by putting your stuff inside, motorcycle, whatever. Go and put your stuff inside that building. Now, unlike these things who depreciate, this thing will appreciate. It will bring value to your property. But folks, it's going to get ugly. It's already ugly out there. Get you a building, lock up your stuff. Well, you want to make a man cave? Great place to do that. You want to make a outdoor kitchen? Great place to do that. I've got some pictures. Y'all can come on our site and you can see some of my places. And in fact, look, if you want to come down there, I'll take you to Calistoga where I can show you an event center I built. It's all built out of post frame, and I'll show you what you can do. I've got cabins. Every building out there is post frame. I don't just talk it, I walk it. Everything I do is post frame. Okay? I'm not trying to sell you something that I don't use myself. But hey, you can't afford not to buy that building. Now's the time. You got to get ahead of that, and you need to be protecting your stuff from Mother Nature. Next slide. All right, let's talk about the savings plan. If you've got money coming down the road, or if you need to just make payments and help yourself, it won't cost you no interest, it's a savings plan. So basically, $3,000 down, 18-month price protection. So you come in, you pick your building, we do a rough draft of that, we lay it on a contract checklist, and that building is locked in at that price for you for 18 months. And you can continue to get 3-month extensions. There's no interest. Pay as little as much as you'd like. So in the 18-month period, just like if you were paying a loan, you can make payments until it's paid for, until you get some extra cash. But like this, your building's coming. Your dream building is done. It is coming. And it's just a matter of time, but you're not paying any interest. You don't have the building, but it's coming. When it's affordable for you, you're going to be able to bring that building in. Next. So let's talk about the prices again. This is the best building on the market. The strongest. Nobody puts nothing in a building like us. Okay? So you can buy a 30 by 50 by 12 for $39,999, or you can buy an Elite 40 by 60 by 12 for $55,999. Remember, you get 2 roll-up doors. Not 1, 2. Put 2 on that for you. But folks, this is the best buy. This is all the things you get. I go over it again. Visit our website. Call a building inspector, or a building what is it? Specialist. Call a building specialist. He'd be glad to go over all the things you get. And remember this: you have 24/7 access to me. If you have any problems, you're going to get to call me. I don't see any of those other cats doing that. I'm going to guess they're worried about the customer service. I am. My name's on the building, and I want to make sure you can call me anytime concerning that building. Any questions, I will answer my phone. It's my personal cell phone number. It's on every page of the contract. Everybody has my number. Now, remember, if you get ready to buy a building, those specials right now, you come buy a building this week, you type in cash, that's $1,000 off that building, like that. Okay? So theoretically, if you're shopping around, call them, and then call me when I go live, and I'll answer your questions, and I'll tell you why you need to do business with me. I'll show you with factual documents. But remember this: I got a price match. That's $1,000. Tiger Cash, $1,000. So we're really offering $2,000, not $1,000, $2,000 if you do the price match. But look. Been doing this 25 years. I got an A+ rating with the BBB. I'm a state licensed contractor. In fact, I'm chairman of the state licensing board. You can trust us, and you can come see my facility. It's not a little building somewhere. It's not a little office. You know, it's like night and day. What they'll want to do is they're going to want to come to your house in a brand new pickup, like they're big shots, and convince you that that truck makes them what we are, and it won't. And that's a bad way to do it. You need to say, well, let me go visit your people and your operation. And you'll be able to tell right when you drive up what you got. I promise you. So don't be deceived by the guy that drives up in a brand new truck with the fast talk. And all the bull about, I call them, we build the same thing as Mallett said, we're going to be cheaper. That can't happen because there's price match, A. B, they don't build what we build. That's the main thing, is they don't, even our value buildings are built better than their buildings. Okay, so this week last week we had Dr. Kevin, what's his name? Lindeman. Mr. Kevin Lindeman came in last week. He was a salesman. We're running those stories again. Mr. Tackett came in the week before. So this week, we're going to be bringing in Jeff Scarborough. This is his building. We've had so many comments about this building, folks. So Jeff's going to come in. He'll be my guest of the week, my client of the week, to come in here, and I'm going to let him, you know, instead of just listening to reviews, and reviews are good, I try to bring in somebody every week to talk to you. Let me ask you, man, plumbing the slab for this reason. Where are you located, Mr. Plaisance? I need to know where you are located. We have a licensed electrician who now is an employee, so we're licensed electrical contractors now. We're building up that team. We're now going to start looking for a licensed plumber to work for the company, and an HVAC man. I can see. I'll tell you what, Mr. Plaisance, when I go down there, I'll have one of the guys call you and see where you're located and see what we can do to help you. But yeah, we probably can get that done, depending how far you are. But I'll try to help you. That's all I can do on that. Building would be Scott. Yeah, I think I can get that done. Let me get one of the building professionals to call you. Specialists. I'll get a specialist to call. We get to work on you on that deal. But anyway, folks, I hope you've enjoyed it. I enjoy doing this stuff. I enjoy answering questions and trying to help y'all. I enjoy running sales. I enjoy all of it. I mean, to me, this is fun, and we do it every day. And if I'm not here, basically, Trent Clark, second in command, he takes over. He does a little show, and I'm working on trying to do it when I'm away, but I hadn't got good at it, but I'm practicing. I'll get to where I'll go live from different places when I have to leave. But we do come on live. If we can help you in any way, give us a call. My number is 337-515-2154, or you can call me on that was my cell number, or you can call the office at 337-214-0428. Folks, thank you for listening. Hey, give us a shot. We're the experts in this business. That's a fact. And you can call me anytime. Please give us a call. Hey, y'all have a nice afternoon. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
At Mallett Buildings, we've been proudly serving our community for over 25 years. When it comes to building structures that last, experience matters. You've probably seen some companies offering long warranties, 10 years or more. But here's something important to consider. When a company without a long track record truly backed up, it's easy to make promises, but what really counts
I'm Kevin
is
Linderman,
the ability
and
to deliver.
I wanted to show you
Not
guys
just
around
now,
my
but
new
5,
Mallett
10,
Premium
or
building.
even 20 years. If the company hasn't been around for very long, what happens if they go out
And
of
one of the other
business
things I wanted to
at the
talk
end
to
of
you
their
about today
10-year warranty?
was how impressed
What happens
I
to your
was with
warranty?
Mallett as a company.
The answer
I'm
is
a pretty
simple.
particular
You're left with
person, as you're
nothing.
probably going to be able to
No
tell
support,
when you look
no
at the
repairs,
inside of the
no
shop.
protection.
But I couldn't
You've
find
essentially
one thing
been
to complain
robbed
about.
of the
All the
protection
crews
you
showed
were
up on time.
promised.
They did
At
exactly what
Mallett
was
Buildings,
expected. They
we've been
cleaned up
here
after
for the long
themselves.
haul,
They finished
with
in
over 2
time,
decades of
and I
experience.
couldn't be more satisfied
We have an
with the whole
A+ rating
process.
with the
Mallett
Better
Buildings
Business Bureau, and
updated my
countless
text
satisfied
messages
customers who can
every
tell
so
you,
often.
when
Mallett
we say
Building
we
would
offer a
text me
10-year
the
workmanship
updates
warranty.
on what was
We've
going to happen
proven it
next the
time
whole
and
time
time
to get me
again.
abreast of the
And if
latest
something goes
developments.
wrong,
So I would
years
give
from
Mallett
now,
Buildings
we'll
a 10
still
out of
be
10.
here, ready to make it. Our customers trust us because we don't just build structures. We build long-lasting relationships.
One of the things that I was the
We use
most
only
concerned
the
about
highest
when I went
quality.
to order my building was, is it going to be big enough? What size do I actually need? I ended up purchasing a 40 by 80, and the front 20 feet is the awning that you see. So the enclosed building is 40 by 60. And so come on, I'll show you around and you can see what actually fits in a 40 by 60. So I do different industrial steel projects. You can see I have a lot of big industrial equipment, and I have plenty of room to get around. I even have room to set things on the floor if I have a really large project that doesn't fit on the welding table. And then in this back corner over here is where I have all of the automotive. Wash my truck, put diesel exhaust fluid in. This is also where I keep my bolts and screws in this gray cabinet, and I decided to go with shop air. So I have 3/4 inch air running throughout the whole shop. This is my sharpening station if I need to sharpen a chainsaw or work on any small engines. And then you can see my wood shop is on this side over here. Now you can tell about how much better the metal side looks than the wood side. I'm more of a metal guy than a wood shop guy. Right here, I developed a paint booth because no matter what project I do, I'm gonna end up painting it at some point. And so this is air conditioned. There's double doors in case I have a big project I need to bring in, but I have air ran in here and air conditioning, and this fan vents the fumes outside. You can see I have the 3 lights so I don't get any shadows. This room is 8 foot by 12 foot. And then this room over here is our craft room, mainly for my mom. This room is 12 foot by 14 foot. And it's also air conditioned. And it's still a little bit of a work in progress. I still have to do my dust collection, which you see sitting here, but it's not hooked up yet. And then this will eventually be cabinetry, where we will have a miter station and some drawers to store things. Still a work in progress. I did install a bathroom facility here, mainly for mom again. But we have an in-shop bathroom. I'm a big coffee guy, so we have a kitchen with a coffee maker and refrigerator. And then up here is the sink and also the mechanic area. If I need to turn any wrenches, I can do that from here. So thanks for looking around, guys. I am so happy with my shop, and I really appreciate the opportunity to show it to you.